You may not realize it, but today, right now, you're standing at the precipice of something amazing. The kind of breakthrough that could change your life forever. It's easy to feel lost, stuck, or overwhelmed, like you're walking down a long, winding road with no destination in sight. But I want you to hear this clearly. You are capable of achieving more than you think. It doesn't matter where you are right now. It doesn't matter what you've been through or what you're facing. All that matters is that you're still standing. You've made it this far, and that alone is something worth celebrating. But there's so much more in store for you, so much more that you haven't even tapped into yet. Today, I want to remind you of something incredibly important. The challenges you face right now are not barriers. They are stepping stones. You're not being tested by life to see if you'll fail. Life is giving you these challenges because it knows you're capable of rising above them. You are not defined by your struggles. What defines you is how you choose to rise, how you choose to fight for your dreams, no matter how difficult the journey may seem. We've all heard the saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again. But let me add something to that. If at first you don't succeed, keep going because the victory is in your perseverance. Think about the most successful people you admire. Whether it's an entrepreneur, an athlete, a performer, or someone who has simply overcome life's most difficult obstacles, do you think they were just born with success? Do you think they walked into their greatness without facing the hardest battles of their lives? Absolutely not. They all faced rejection, hardship, and failure, and they didn't let any of it stop them. Let me ask you this. How many times have you felt like giving up? How many times have you looked at the mountain of challenges in front of you and thought, I can't do this? How many times have you doubted yourself, your ability, your dreams? If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. Every successful person has felt those same emotions. They've stared down their fears, doubts, and uncertainties, just like you are today. But the one thing they did differently is this. They didn't quit. And that, my friend, is the difference between those who dream big and those who make those dreams a reality. So, let's get something straight right now. Failure is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your success. You see, success doesn't come from never failing. It comes from being willing to try, fail, learn, and try again. Success comes from showing up every day, even when you're scared, even when you're tired, and especially when it feels like no one else believes in you. Let me tell you something important. If you're feeling discouraged, it's a sign you're on the right path. Every time you push through a difficult situation, every time you refuse to let a setback define you, every time you get back up after falling down, it builds something inside of you. It builds resilience, it builds strength, and most importantly, it builds belief. The more you push through, the more you prove to yourself that you can handle anything life throws your way. So, no matter where you are in your journey right now, whether you're taking small steps or big leaps, don't stop. Keep going. There's a reason you started this journey in the first place. There's a reason you had that dream in your heart, and that reason is powerful enough to carry you through even the toughest of times. Let's talk about those moments when you feel like everything is against you. Maybe it's a career setback. Maybe it's a personal relationship that's falling apart. Maybe it's health challenges or financial struggles that seem insurmountable. Whatever it is, don't let it be your excuse to quit. You see, these struggles are not here to defeat you. They're here to build you. And when you look back at this moment in time when you've overcome what seems impossible, you'll realize that this struggle was just a chapter in the story of your success. Look at anyone who has achieved greatness. Think about people like Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He didn't let failure stop him. He learned from every mistake, every failed attempt, and used that knowledge to get closer to his goal. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the mindset you need to adopt. Failure is not permanent. It's temporary. Every setback is simply a lesson that brings you closer to where you're meant to be. So what happens when you feel exhausted? When you've been trying and trying and trying, and it still feels like nothing is changing? Here's the secret. That's when you need to keep pushing forward the most. The breakthrough is often just around the corner. It's the moments right before everything falls into place that feel the most challenging. You will not give up. There's a powerful quote by the motivational speaker Jim Rohn that says, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." That's a big deal. It means that who you surround yourself with matters. If you want to achieve big things, you need to surround yourself with people who lift you up, who believe in you, and who push you to be better. But sometimes, the people closest to us don't always support our dreams. Sometimes, the world may not immediately see what we see in ourselves. And that's okay. You don't need the world to believe in you, you need to believe in yourself. You have everything inside you to achieve what you want in life. But it requires one thing: action. You cannot sit back and wait for things to happen. You have to make them happen. The world responds to those who take action. The world rewards those who are relentless in their pursuit of their dreams. And when you fall down, because you will fall down, you need to get back up. Getting up every time you fall is what makes you stronger. It's what builds your character. It's what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. So, what do you do when you feel like you failed? You start again, and again, and again. There's no limit to how many times you can try. The key is to never stop trying. Think about the people who inspire you, the ones you look up to for their resilience, their tenacity, their strength. The people who, when they speak, you listen, because you know they've earned the right to teach. Do you know what all of these people have in common? They refused to give up. They didn't stop when they faced rejection. They didn't stop when they failed. They didn't stop when things got tough. They kept pushing forward, one step at a time, because they believed that their dreams were worth fighting for. And so are yours. I know it's not always easy. There will be moments when you feel lost, when you feel like you're running on empty. But I want you to remember this. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. It's just waiting for you to keep going. The only way you can fail is if you quit. And you're not a quitter. You're a fighter. I want you to commit today. Commit to showing up every day for yourself. Commit to your dreams, even when it's hard. Commit to never giving up, even when it feels like no one believes in you. Because you have the power to change your life, to create the success you desire, and to achieve everything you've ever wanted. Believe in yourself. Take action. Never stop trying. And above all, keep going. Your best days are ahead of you. I promise you that. So today, right now, take the first step. And when you take it, know that you are one step closer to the person you were always meant to be. Keep going, because you're destined for greatness. If you found this message helpful, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Like this video, subscribe for more, and leave a comment below to share your thoughts. Remember, you've got this.